What if I told you the NFL's next big scandal isn't about money, gambling, or performance, but about keeping one young quarterback out of the league's spotlight? That quarterback is Shedeur Sanders. The son of Deion, primetime Sanders has been the center of attention since the moment he declared for the draft. But now, Hall of Fame running back Eric Dickerson has dropped a bombshell that feels straight out of a conspiracy thriller. According to Dickerson, a reliable source inside the NFL claimed teams were quietly warned, do not draft Shedeur Sanders. We're going to make an example out of him. Think about that. The same league that paints end racism in the end zones may have allegedly blacklisted one of the most watched prospects in football. And if that's true, then this isn't just football politics. It's pure corruption. The timing only makes it worse. For months leading up to the draft, Shedeur was mocked as a first-rounder. He was the face of highlight reels. He was the reason the 2025 NFL Draft became the most viewed draft in history. Yet, the night came and went. No pick, no chance, no moment under the lights. To hear this from Eric Dickerson, a Hall of Famer who has nothing to gain from fabricating a story like this, is chilling. And when you connect the dots between Shedeur's sudden fall down draft boards and this so-called warning, it's hard to shake the feeling that the NFL might have been pulling strings behind the scenes. If that's true, this could be one of the ugliest stains on the league since Colin Kaepernick. They tell us the NFL is about the best talent rising, but let's be real, that's not always how it works. When billionaires control the league, they control the future. And Shedeur Sanders is living proof of that. Think about it. The Saints desperately needed a quarterback. The Raiders? Same story. The Jets lose Aaron Rodgers, sign Justin Fields, and still need a reliable backup. Carolina's stuck wondering if Bryce Young is really the future. Even the 49ers, yeah, Purdy got paid, but was that really the plan? And the Seahawks rolling with Sam Darnold? Come on. There were plenty of doors open for Shedeur Sanders, but every one of them got slammed shut. And here's what makes it crazy. This kid's resume is ridiculous. He didn't just ball out, he shattered records. All-time leader in Division I completion percentage, 71.8%. Last season alone, 4,134 yards, 37 touchdowns, over 74% completions. He was number one in the country in yards and accuracy. And somehow, he finished 8th in the Heisman voting. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel, who bounced around UCF, Oklahoma, Oregon, 7 years in college, finishes 3rd with similar stats and still gets drafted before Shedeur. Tell me that isn't a slap in the face. Tell me that isn't politics over football. The whispers are out there. Collusion, owners working behind the scenes, holding his last name against him. Eric Dickerson said it out loud, and it's starting to feel like he was right all along. And here's the scary part. This isn't just about Shedeur. If the NFL really did tell teams to back off, if they really boxed him out, then the league just sent a message. It's not just about talent, it's about who they allow to succeed. And that should worry every single fan of the game. Because if they can do it to Shedeur Sanders, they can do it to anybody. The NFL has always carried whispers of backroom deals, silent blacklists, and players punished for reasons that had nothing to do with talent. And now, Shedeur Sanders' name is swirling in that same storm. Think about this. One of the most electric quarterbacks in the 2025 draft, a player scouts raved about for his arm, poise, and leadership, suddenly finds himself being quietly pushed aside. Reports are spreading that teams were told, "Don't draft him." Just like that, a rising star is turned into a cautionary tale. It's not the first time we've seen this movie play out. Eric Reid stood with Colin Kaepernick and found himself blackballed after a short return. Players across the league have watched incentives stripped from them by being benched in critical moments, their earnings stolen in plain sight. And now, the league seems to be turning its shadowy playbook on Shedeur. If this is true, if there really was a collusion to freeze him out, it isn't just unfair, it's a scandal. The NFL could be staring down lawsuits, protests, and a storm of backlash it's not ready to weather. Because fans aren't blind. They know greatness when they see it, and Shedeur was greatness walking into that draft. For Shedeur, the path forward isn't simple. All he can do is keep grinding, keep his head up, and keep proving he belongs. But no matter how much he works, the question lingers. Will the league ever let him in the door? This isn't just about one quarterback. It's about the integrity of the game itself. If the NFL can silence a player like Shedeur Sanders, what does that say about the opportunities for every young athlete chasing this dream? And that's why this story hits so hard. It's not just a headline. It's a battle over fairness, power, and the future of the sport we all love.